Good morning, dear children. This is your assistant teacher. Now take out your assistant textbook and open page number 13. Okay. Take out your civics textbook and open chapter number 2. That is page number 30. Dear children, as you know that we have already started chapter number 2. That is diversity and discrimination. So let's talk about it. Dear children, in last lesson we talked about diversity, the concept about India and the concept about unity and diversity given by Pandit Nehru. In India, as we see, there are lots of differences in terms of languages, religions, culture. India is home to nearly 8 major religions of the world, and it's home to nearly 1600 languages and more than 100 dance forms. Now, how do people differ? So they can differ on the way they dress up, on the food they eat, and the language they speak. As we saw in the previous lesson number 1, but above and beyond, the attitude and the opinion forms the foundation for a upliftment of lower caste. Uh, so uh, uh, there are two terms where we must be very clear about, that is, first one will be the prejudice and the other one will be the stereotype. Okay, let's start. In the previous chapter you have discussed the meaning of diversity. Sometimes people who are different from others are teased, laughed, or not included in a certain activity or group. We feel hurt, angry, helpless, or sad when friends or other treats us in a such a way. Okay, so have you ever wondered why this happens? Okay, because if any people or any group of people or any kind of a person who is different from one or any individual, so we started hurting them. Okay, we started teasing them, we laughed at them. Okay, so it feels very hurting. Okay, in this chapter, we will try and explore how such experiences are related to the society we live in. We will look at how they connected to the inequalities that exist around us. Okay, inequalities, that means asamanta. Okay, how it will be defined in this lesson. So let's start. Differences and prejudice. Okay, differences mean the different languages, the different religions. Okay, so as you know that there are many things that make us what we are and how we live, the languages we speak, what we eat, where the games we play, and the things we celebrate. All of these are influenced both by geography and history of the place where we live. Geography and history means if we live in Punjab, we celebrate different kinds of we speak different type of languages. We you know we celebrate different kind of festivals there. Okay, our lifestyle will be different. Okay, so as per the geography and history of the place where we live. So you will get an idea of how diverse India is if you look even briefly at the following statements. Okay, so as we already studied in lesson number 1, that how diverse we are. Diverse means how different we are. Okay, so there are 8 major religion in the world, and every single one of them is practiced in India. Okay, so we have more than 1600 languages that are people's mother tongues, and there are more than 100 dance forms. Okay, more than 100, not 100, more than 100 dance forms are available performed in India. So yet this diversity is not always celebrated. Why we cannot celebrate diversity always? Okay, why we cannot entertain diversity always? Because there are some impacts, there are some you can say the bad impacts or disadvantages of diversity also. Because this is because we feel safe and secure with people who look, talk, dress and think like us. Okay, For example, in our school or in our class also, we only do friends with only that people which we like, okay, who we like to talk, whom we like to whose dressing sense we like, okay. And we also think that he's thinking also matching with me, okay. So in this type of person we prefer to live. So sometimes when we meet people who are very different from us, we may find them strange and unfamiliar, okay. So when we meet a different person, okay, which is belong to different, maybe belongs to different religion, okay, maybe belongs to different state, so we find that the this is he's the stranger and he's unfamiliar to me. So at that time we may not understand or know the reasons why they are different from us. So people also form certain attitudes and opinions about others who are not like them, okay. So we just started being judgmental about that person, okay. We just started observing that person, and we if we found different any different in that person, so then we started hating that people, okay. So in this type the life is going on. So prejudice. So look at the statements below that you believe to be true about rural and urban life in India. That means, as I told you, that the prejudice is nothing but the judging other people negatively. Judging other people negatively, that is meant by prejudice. For example, just take an example of rural life and urban life. As you said that the tick the mark those you have agree with. So do you have a prejudice against rural or urban people? Find out if this is shared by the other and discuss the reason why people have these prejudices, okay. So can you list some of the prejudices that you have noticed around you? How do they affect the ways in which people treat each other? So first of all, here they have given about some rural people and urban people. So it is the thinking that more than 50% of all Indians live in villages, that is rural, okay. That is in gaon, in kheda, in villages, okay. So people in we just this is the thinking only, okay. So people in villages do not like to use modern technology, okay. Maybe they just don't have any idea about the modern technology, and they felt that it is very difficult to handle that modern technology, so that they refuse to use it, okay. So that's why they just do not like to use modern technology. It is not that they do not like, but they just they have no idea about the technology, so they refuse to use it. So in peak harvesting and plantation season, families spend 12 to 14 hours working in the fields, and villages are forced to migrate to cities in search of works, okay. So this is our thinking, this is our prejudices. So now what about the urban people? So life in the city is easy. People here are spoiled and lazy, okay. This is the thinking of rural people against the urban people. So this is the thinking of urban people against the rural people, okay. That urban people think that rural people are like this, okay. Now here the rural people is thinking about the urban people. So what they are thinking? So life in the city is easy. They thought that life in the city is easy. People here are spoilt and lazy, because as you know that the people lives in villages, they believe in hard work, okay. They just harvest and plant they just do plantation, they do farming, okay. About 12 to 14 hours they work in a field, okay. So beside that they think that the urban people life is very easy as compared to their life, and people here are spoiled and lazy, because they think that they do not do the hard work, they cannot do the hard work. So in cities families spend very little time with each other. They think that in cities families spend very little time with each other. They believe in social life, social in the sense the professional life. So people in cities only care about money, not about people. This is the thinking of rural people. Okay, this is the prejudice. I'm not saying that this is the truth. Okay, this is only the feeling, this is only the judgment of some group of people for the another group of people. Okay, so living in a city is expensive. A large part of people's earning is spent on the rent and transport. Okay, so in this is type of prejudice are believed by the people. So some of the statements see villagers as ignorant and see people in cities as money minded and lazy. So when our opinion about certain people are always negative, okay, because these kind of opinions are very negative kind of opinions, that villagers are illiterate people, okay, and the people lives in cities, they are money minded and lazy. So this is not a true, okay, this is not the truth. Okay, so when our opinion about the certain people are always negative, so seeing them as a lazy, stingy, as some of these statements, then this becomes prejudice that we carry about them. Okay, and just because of this prejudice, this kind of negative judgment, we started hating that people. Okay, or we started just refusing that people, ignoring that people. So this is the a large, you can see the disadvantages of the prejudice. Okay, so dear children, this is it for today's video. I hope you understand this video. Today we have seen that how diversity and discrimination interrelated with each other. That means in diversity we have different type of languages, we have different types of culture, we have different types of festivals. Okay, but instead of that, we cannot celebrate diversity anytime, because there should be some disadvantages of diversity, because it may leads to, or it may provoke the prejudice. Okay, so we have seen about the prejudice. So what is mean of prejudice? It is the judging people in negative manner. And we have also seen one example, that is the how rural people think about the urban people, or how urban people think about the rural people. Okay, so this is the whole figure of the prejudice. Okay, the whole example of prejudice. So in tomorrow's video I will talk about the prejudice. Okay, I'll give you the basic concept, I'll clear the basic concept of prejudice. Okay, so till then it's goodbye from my side. Thank you and have a nice day.